Welcome to the Jeff Crilley Show.
Welcome back to the Jeff Crilley Show. We are talking about style right now with Lacey Ball. She's with CultureMap. Welcome to the Jeff Crilley Show.
Thank you, Jeff. Happy to be here.
Absolutely. Okay, so you guys are doing your annual CultureMap Stylemakers Award.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so this is an annual program. This is actually the fourth year that we will be doing it, and we partner with the Plaza at Preston Center. They've been our partner since we began, again, 4 years ago. So we're really excited to work with them again. It takes place every October. And this is kind of a special year for us because we're actually doing it the night before Partners Card launches. Ooh. And so, of course, we were just talking to the ladies about North Texas Giving Day. And shout out to the Family Place because they're wonderful and they are the ones who put on Partners Card, so fighting domestic violence. So we're happy to support the nonprofit communities here in North Texas as well. It's a big thing for CultureMap.
That's awesome. Okay, so if somebody is sitting there listening to this saying, well, I'm stylish, do they nominate themselves?
Absolutely.
How does that work?
Yes. So there are a couple different ways that we do this. CultureMap Stylemaker Awards is really a celebration of, as you said earlier, the most fashion-forward men and women in Dallas. We live in a wonderful city full of lots of style, culture, restaurants, art. So there is a lot of interest in this event, and it's always over the top, very fun each year. And really, it's kind of become more of almost a blogger, Instagram type of event for us. There are a lot of folks here that are incredible in that digital space, and they really love the event and support it. So anybody who feels that they want to either nominate a friend, a colleague, their favorite blogger, or Instagram stylist, Instagrammer, then they are more than welcome to. It's not just for designers. It's not just for industry leaders or experts. It's really for anybody here in Dallas who just has a passion for fashion.
So tell us about some previous winners and why they were selected.
Yeah. So something that's kind of fun for us, we were just featured on the Real Housewives of Dallas episode on Monday night.
Very
of course,
cool.
I was with you at your watch party down at Lorenzo.
Outstanding.
And thank you to Bravo because they did feature Stylemakers. And the reason is because Mark Juber was one of our nominees last year. He was one of our 6 finalists. And of course, that's Carrie's husband. And so we were featured in the episode, and that was great. And we've gotten a lot of wonderful feedback. And each year, we have not officially announced our judges yet, but I can tell you that each year, the winners of the previous year do sit on our judging panel, and it's wonderful to have kind of that insider information and, really help to know what it's like as a nominee to go through kind of the process of the Stylemaker program.
So if somebody is nominating somebody or nominating themselves, are they writing an essay on why they would be, That's
a great question. So we, on our webpage, you can go to dallas.culturemap.com/stylemaker, and we have a submission form on there. It says nominate a Stylemaker, and you can go through there and kind of read a summary of what the nomination entails. And there are really about 3 questions. One of them is just kind of what your style philosophy is, what inspires you, what your influences are. And then we also ask that you upload 5 photos. And then also, of course, your Instagram account if you have one, or your personal blog, why you think that you would make a great style maker, and then, of course, your contact information as well. And then we will go through. We usually get a couple hundred submissions. We have a lot coming in, so it's wonderful, and we are accepting them through August 31st. And after that, we will carefully vet all the submissions, look at every single one, and we will present them to our judges. And then we will have a meeting with them and go through and select only 12 of those, and they will be the ones who will be the semifinalists to move on to the voting round.
That's awesome. And then how does the vote work?
So for about 2 weeks in September, after we've selected those 12 semifinalists, we will build a poll on our page. Again, dallas.culturemap.com/stylemakers. That's where all the series will live. And there will be a poll, and we will kind of build a profile for each semifinalist. So you'll get to see their picture, a little summary about them, what their Instagram account is or blog, whatever they want to offer there, and read a little bit about them, and then vote once a day for about 2 weeks for your favorite candidate.
Well, so how long have you been with CultureMap?
Almost a year now.
Almost a year.
Yes.
So in previous years, does the person who win, is it their backstory that tugs at the heartstrings, or is it that,
It's a couple of different things. So we do have 2 winners each year, and they're in 2 categories. We have one that is the Reader's Choice winner, which is CultureMap, our followers who we love and are very loyal to this program. They'll go on and vote, and they'll be very engaged in that process. Again, with the semifinalists, like I was just mentioning. And then we also have our judges, and they will be kind of the editor's eye. They will look at sort of each nominee as a whole, and also look at the styling challenges that the nominees will complete and choose the looks that they feel like are the most representative of whatever the challenge is for that year. And so we have the Judge's Choice winner and the Reader's Choice winner each year.
That's really cool. What was the inspiration for this award? You said this is the 4th year.
Yes.
Why did you guys
what we work with Plaza at Preston Center. We've worked with them for a long time, and they really wanted to have kind of a celebration of all of the restaurants and their jewelers and their retailers that are in the center, and say, what can we do to really, elevate our name and our brand and be kind of a shopping destination here in Dallas, which of course they have incredible retailers. They have Tootsie's, which is where the party will take place, Nardos, Bachendorf, so many wonderful places there. And so that's really kind of how it got started. We sat down with them and brainstormed. At the time, CultureMap did not have a style event. We had food and drink, which is tastemakers in the spring. I'm sorry, but we didn't have really anything celebrating Dallas style or fashion. And so that's just kind of how the collaboration happened and how it came about.
My guest right now, Lacey Ball. She is with CultureMap. For those who are not familiar with CultureMap, and I can't imagine that there would be somebody who doesn't know you guys, fill us in. What is CultureMap?
Yeah. So this is actually coming up in September, our 5th anniversary to be here in Dallas. We were started in Houston about 7 years ago, and then we launched in Dallas and surrounding markets. So we're really in the top 5, Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, and Fort Worth. We are hyper-local. We are a lifestyle news site, so we cover everything from restaurants to the arts, style and fashion, of course, beauty, design, real estate, innovation, really anything that kind of touches your day-to-day life. We are also big in the philanthropy and community scene here, so we do sponsor a lot of wonderful events, and we're very proud to partner with some great organizations here in North Texas. And so in September, we will be celebrating Dallas's 5th year anniversary, and we're excited about that. We're going to have some cool stuff for our readers. So.
I think that's really cool. Well,
Yeah,
I can
thank you.
just praise you guys, because I think the writing is always crisp and fresh.
We
and
appreciate
the
that. Thank
photography is
you.
wonderful. I mean, it's a cool site.
Thank you so much. We take great pride. Our editorial team is phenomenal. Some of them have been here with us since the very beginning. And we also have, a lot of writers that want to submit ideas and stories to us, and we love them too. So appreciate your support as well.
And what is your role with CultureMap? What's your job?
I handle really our marketing and events initiatives here in Dallas and Fort Worth. And I also get the privilege of going to a lot of great events, again, for whether it's a charity event or, a media event where we have there's a new restaurant that's opening, or a new collection is being launched at a retailer that we love. So kind of out and about a lot, and it's wonderful.
Do your friends just think you have the coolest job?
Yeah, most of the time. I mean, I do have the coolest
I'm
job.
sorry, I got to work tonight. I got to go to another grand opening and eat some cool food.
The only thing I will say is that sometimes my feet hurt because I'm wearing heels all the time. But if that's the worst thing, then I can live with it.
That's awesome. So let's back to the Stylemakers Award. Does the winner know that they're the winner beforehand?
No, that is a great question. So glad you asked, Jeff. We actually celebrate at the CultureMap Stylemaker Awards reveal party, which will be October 26th this year at Tootsie's. So we know the winners ahead of time, but you have to actually come to the event and partake to see who the winners are. And I should mention that after that first initial voting round with the 12 semifinalists, our readers, the public, once we get their votes in, the top 6 move on to the final voting round.
Oh, that's cool.
And so the top 6 will actually be the ones to participate in the styling challenge. And that's where our judges will come in again and look at their completed styles. They'll go through all of the Plaza retailers that are participating, and they'll take a tour, and they'll select pieces that represent their style and kind of their inspiration and philosophy, and they'll dress these mannequins, and they look absolutely stunning once all the pieces are put together. And the judges will go in and select the look as a panel that they think is the most representative of the challenge.
And so if you're one of the finalists, do you encourage the finalists to just kind of beat the drum and get their friends to vote every day?
Yes, that is the only way that you move on as far as the readers' vote is concerned, because it is all digital. So typically, the more you promote yourself, the better it's going to be for you. And like I said, our readers love to get involved and engaged in it, and we just encourage them to push that out every single day. We promote it on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, but the more they do, the better that their chances are of moving on.
And the award, is it a plaque? Is it a trophy? Is it a bragging
It's a little plaque, but really
but it's a stylish plaque.
Yes. And I would say for most people, the winners do get a $1,000 shopping spree at Plaza, which is
cool.
Wonderful. But they really want the bragging rights. I think it's more of a pride thing for them that they get to go and kind of tout that they got, the title of Stylemaker. So
cool.
From CultureMap. So it is a lot of fun.
I don't know if you noticed, I'm wearing Robert Graham.
I do like that.
So maybe I need to.
You better come. Well, clearly your wife and your daughter are definitely doing a great job with their wardrobe selections.
Okay, give us the website one more time and how people can enter.
Dallas.culturemap.com/stylemakers.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Jeff.